4 police officers were charged over a pub brawl because of what? What do you think they were charged? Why? What happened in this pub brawl?
They all gave people blowjobs.
No, that's a bit normal. In this case, 4 police officers were charged over pub brawl where a man was stabbed with what? What do you think he was stabbed with?
A pint glass.
Have some imagination.
All right, let's try it.
I'll just go with, I don't even know how you could do this. Like, this doesn't seem like an object you can stab someone with.
All right, that makes it even harder to guess what it is. I don't know. Fucking what would you have in a bar? A stool. I don't know.
Kinda. So a toilet seat.
I mean, you sit on it, so it's kind of on the right track. Did someone be like, wait a minute, just stay here, I'll be back in a second, and they ran in and got a toilet seat? Or did they bring their toilet seat with them? They're like, I brought my own from home.
Well, the group of 3 men and 1 woman were off duty when a brawl broke out between them and others on July 28th, 2020. According to a source, someone was taken to hospital in Liverpool after allegedly being stabbed with a broken toilet seat as tension boils over in the lavatories. After the initial incident, a further fight involving a number of parties broke out that night at that night spot, which has led to the police charging its own colleagues. After an investigation, they've been charged with wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm. 2 other officers were charged with a fray. They've confirmed the officers were due to stand trial, and that's kind of the only details that we have, though, sadly.
I mean, I'm just fascinated. Like, how did a toilet seat come into someone's mind as a potential weapon? I think the police get a lot of flack and they get a lot of insults, but I think that we need to compliment them on their resourcefulness. Where if they found a way to stab someone with a toilet seat off duty. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's the kind of resourcefulness that only comes about after like 16 pints and a few tequila shots or something.
And you're halfway through taking a shit and someone's banging on your door and you're like, we should stop it, mate. And they're like, no. And then you're like, listen, if you don't shut up, I'm going to stab you with this toilet seat. And they're like, oh yeah, try me. And you're like, okay, if you insist, and you break it off, jump over the stall and stab them.
Yeah. That's probably exactly how it went, I'd imagine. Oh, man. I mean, you know, for 4 of them to get caught up in it as well, I mean, it's pretty impressive, you know. 2 of them are going to stand trial, you said. So
no, all 4 are for different things. I think 2 of them were for stabbing and 1 was for 2 for a fray and 2 for yeah.
Okay. All right, sweet. Well, I think, again, it's resourcefulness. They need to get extra credit for that. So they should probably get, you know, I don't know, a lenient sentence, whatever happens.
If you're on the jury deliberating, we have to take into account their resourcefulness.
Yeah. Could we please get an explanation of how the fuck they did this? Like, how? This is the thing.
Well, imagine being the guy who got stabbed and like having to tell your friends, I was stabbed by 4 police officers. Well, technically 2 and 2 were a fray, whatever that means in terms of this fight. And yeah, they stabbed me. And your friend's like, oh my God, they got you with a knife? And you're like, well, not quite. It was Toilet seat. Now, was the toilet seat clean too? Because imagine it was a dirty toilet seat that
I mean, it's whoever was stabbed definitely has multiple new nicknames for the rest of their life.
Hopefully their name wasn't like Louis.
Yeah, you know, the odds of that are probably low, but you never know. But it's just, yeah, I'm glad I'm not that guy. Let's just put that out there.
For multiple reasons.
Obviously, yeah. for all the reasons.
Yeah, I mean, wow, I'm just trying to look to see if there's any more news, but there doesn't appear to be.
Yeah, I mean,
there are people like posting, like asking what's going on, trying to find updates. Because obviously, if you stab someone with a toilet seat,
yeah,
people want to know what happened.
I mean, this is one of those news stories that should be made into a Hollywood blockbuster starring Tom Cruise or someone, you know.
To be fair, we should say that they have denied the charges, which does kind of seem hard after, like either you were stabbed with a toilet seat or you weren't. Like,
I have a feeling there's some DNA evidence in there somewhere.
Your Honor, you can see there is arse sweat present within my client. So he was, in fact, stabbed with a toilet seat. And then the other side is like, that arse sweat could have come from anywhere. What was your client doing in the lead up to this? Did a large gentleman sit on his chest and in fact cause that?
Yeah, man, you know, there needs to be more press coverage of this trial, not the fucking Johnny Depp shit. This is the one that we want to know about.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've heard about her taking a shit on the bed, and that was great and all, but like, time's over. Move on. Yeah. We need to hear about people getting stabbed with toilet seats.
You gotta bring it to a conclusion. Let us know more details and everything that's going on.
And also, how do I get a job in the Liverpool police now? Because I've broken many a toilet seat, and I never thought to use it as a weapon, but now I can.
Now that I've been made aware of this as an option.
Yeah. Next time I get into a fight, I'm finding the nearest toilet, breaking off a toilet seat, and stabbing someone. Also, I hope that there are no like people watching who go onto a plane, break off a toilet seat and go crazy because, you know, they check for weapons.
That's true. You know what they're going to do? They're going to take toilet seats off planes now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable, but hey, it's all good.
All right. Well, a Geordie bloke's cursed tattoo typo is so bad he's not even that the place, so he's not sure that he can get it removed, and the place has blocked his number. So what do you reckon the tattoo is?
I would imagine it's something to do with an ex or something, like his ex-girlfriend or something.
Well, you've actually kind of hit the nail on the head there, because not necessarily, but because this is from I don't know if you've seen the MTV show Just Tattoo of Us.
I have not.
Okay, well, it's on MTV all the time, and it does seem absurd. And if you watch it, you think this has to be fake, right? Because basically it's two people who've had issues, design tattoos for the other person, and then they find out afterwards what that is. And this is the whole, I think there's like 3 lots of this happens in an episode of MTV's Just Tattoo Us, which is hosted by like the people from Geordie Shore. So Basically, yeah. And it's like, it's a lot of them are like, oh, you cheated on me. So here's a tattoo of, I don't know, whatever, like some ugly woman. You cheated on me with an ugly woman. Here's a tattoo of an ugly woman. So you don't forget about it. Or like, your feet stink. So here's a tattoo of stinky feet, right? And it is like weird and obscure stuff like that, where there is legitimately things online where people are questioning, like, surely no one would agree to go on this show because you'd have to be a lunatic to go on a show knowing that you're going to get a bad tattoo from like an ex that you have ongoing issues with, or a friend that you've like screwed over. It's Anyway, so this guy, according to this story, the distraught blokes. So what do you think the actual tattoo is of then?
Oh, well, considering those details, I'm going to hope it's something about a micro penis.
I mean, there are definitely, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm just going to Google quickly micro penises, jack off, then Google MTV's tattoos of us. Micro penis, and see if someone has had that. That's not this. But 10 worst does come up. I don't know. We'll go on a side tangent of the 10 worst. Just quickly, someone got slut. They got a slut stamp because they were a slut apparently on a 19-year-old Sophie, to make a point because Sophie had slept with 4 of her boyfriend's friends.
Not bad. Not bad. Nearly had the complete set.
Kylie Christie decided to get his face to get his face tattooed on Holly Hagen's neck, who was his girlfriend at the time. So basically, he got his own face tattooed on his girlfriend's the back of her neck.
That's a fucking stupid move, but all right.
But this is what the whole show is. Then the next one is Donald Trump tattoo. 23-year-old had his across his bum for the rest of his life. The next one, a bloody tampon.
Oh, okay.
Right underneath her bum cheek of a hand pulling out a bloody tampon. Alicia said she went home with a really, really ugly boy and she was on her period and she forgot she had a tampon in, so I had to assist with removing her tampon. And again, this is why people question whether it's real tattoos, but according to this story coming up, these are, Huey and Ryan. Huey got 2 fingers in poo tattooed on his best friend Ryan. Not too sure why, but it all went west afterwards as the boys kicked off, trashed the set and threw water over one another. As you might if you get that as a...
Yeah, that sounds... It sounds inappropriate.
Charlotte Dawson chose a penis with a unicorn to be tattooed on Katie, but as Katie couldn't finish this session because she was in too much pain, she now just has a small penis on her vagina.
Knew there'd be a small penis in there somewhere.
The next one, the Scissor Sisters, which is literally 2 naked women scissoring.
Wow. This is, I don't know. I mean, so
the next one is legitimately the belly button tattoo. So basically, this one, a guy got a naked man bent over, tattooed over his belly button so that the belly button is an arsehole. And it's got massive dangling balls as well.
All right. Well, that's an option. That's a choice.
The next one is pretty good. So someone went on there as a way to choose to dump their boyfriend and got a photo of the guy putting into a trash can with the word dumped on it. And got that tattooed on his thigh.
All right. Bit unnecessary, but okay.
Now, those are the worst ones according to this website. But this one's probably not as bad as that, but just weird. So he got my first tattoo tattooed on his back in large writing, but spelled TATOO, missing a T.
Oh, nice. So that's what he wants, and this is the shop that won't return his call.
So so the 23-year-old said she'd ask about me. She said the guy thought I was taking the piss and that he thought I was a competitor trying to figure out prices. So basically, when he called the tattoo place, they thought that he was taking the piss.
Nice.
And then he was told that there was too much color in his tattoo for there to be laser treatment options available to him. So since I didn't have any luck getting an appointment, I might just leave it be for now. I might keep it for a little longer before trying to get it covered up at another point.
It sounds like he should have thought about consequences before.
Before going on a TV show that is literally the sole purpose of the TV show is to give people bad tattoos.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to allow yourself to be blindly tattooed, you've got no comeback. Even if they fuck up the spelling or make you look stupid, you've kind of signed up for that.
Yeah, but you're literally signing up for that. You're not even expecting to get a good tattoo. You're expecting to get a bad tattoo.
Why would
the twist in the show would be if you actually got a good tattoo? Like, what? Why do we waste our time on this? This is the initials of your lover, your married husband you've been married to for 10 years and obviously in a very committed relationship with. So why would you be upset?
I feel like I will never watch this show. So yeah.
The thing is, it's one of those shows that's on MTV all the time. So if you just flick through it, it's there, and it's not even. Yeah, I mean, arguably not worth watching. I mean, I've looked up worst tattoos just as a thing of it, not to watch through the whole actual show. And they go through like a whole story of the blah 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 blah. This person did whatever, and then there's a whole reveal, which is suspenseful. I mean, the idea is pretty good, but it could be done in a minute and would be epic.
Yeah.
But a whole TV show. Yeah. In any event, we'll move on to the next story. So the Queen picked her favorite football color because of what? What do you reckon led the Queen to pick her favorite football player?
Racism.
He used the N-word. He's my favorite.
Yeah, that's what I think. So,
well, unfortunately, you're wrong. Well, at least the reason given is wrong.
Okay.
The Queen once revealed her favorite footballer was Michael Owen due to racism, it says. Oh, wow. You were right.
How odd. She chose a little white man. Okay.
No, the real reason given is because of his personal hygiene. As most of us choose our favorite footballers or athletes of any kind, unless we were somehow into some kind of weird fetish and they happen to somehow expose that they're into that weird fetish as well, I cannot really see any reason why anyone ever would have chosen personal hygiene as the reason to
yeah, it's not high up there when you're like watching someone running around, be like, I wonder how clean they are right now.
He's running around for 90 minutes. I'd love to sniff his ass and see what it smells like. I can only imagine that's what the Queen was thinking.
Yeah,
I cannot confirm it, but
Also, I'm sure she has met Michael Owen at times, but there's sporting occasions. But how does she know that his personal hygiene is is always impeccable. That's what I want to know.
Maybe that's the secret to England's selection is they all have to run around and then afterwards they have to all bend over and the Queen sniffs their ass and decides.
You know, that's possible.
Anytime you see a weird English selection, understand this is why. They have a asshole scent that the Queen is approved of.
Oh, well, that's just ruined football. The World Cup's going to be very different.
Just know, after each game, doesn't matter how well you played on the pitch, it's the scent of your ass.
No wonder they haven't won the fucking thing in like 100 years.
Wasn't it like the 60s or 50s or something? Which would have been around the time right before a certain someone came into power and a certain someone's ass sniffing took over the selection of teams.
I think, yeah. You know, maybe she only got into it like in the 70s.
Yeah. When did they last win the World Cup? Let's look at this up. So, England national team. God damn it. Why does it not come up faster?
Maybe they never won it. They just pretend they did.
No, they absolutely won it once at some point, right?
It was in the 60s.
Okay, yeah. So the 60s, which does very conveniently coincide with the Queen took over in... So this is a jubilee, 70 years, right? So 70 years ago. So basically the 50s, meaning that the last time that they won would have been the tail end of her alleged, we'll say alleged because, you know, we don't want to out rumors and whatever.
Yeah, of course.
This is not a wild conspiracy podcast. We only deal in fact.
Not yet.
So yeah, she took over in 52.
Okay.
England won the World Cup in 66. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that the England won the World Cup in 66 and the methodology obviously worked in the first few years and times have changed. Our scent has changed. You can't predict a man's footballing prowess by their scent of their ass. Quite the same as you could back in the 60s.
Things have certainly changed in the game. It's very different nowadays.
Football's not quite the same as it used to be. The scent of a man's ass no longer correlates the same way to his performance. So I've been told. Absolutely. Not that I've done my own personal research or anything.
Not in this country. But yeah, for sure.
Someone said that I asked her for a favorite player or team. I thought she would have said Beckham. There we go. Obviously, very stinky ass there. Michael Owen is my favorite player, she said. I asked why, and she said, he looks so clean. That was the answer I got. We didn't go on with that discussion. Now, what a fucking moron you have to be to not ask, what do you mean by that? Obviously, she means he wipes very well. And
perhaps
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she meant he looks so clean after running around for 90 minutes and opening up his ass cheeks so that I can take a look inside. And that's... I just like the mental image of the players all standing around.
I don't really like it.
Opening their ass cheeks while the Queen goes in. You'll be playing next week.
You know, over the episodes of this podcast, we've definitely managed to already put ourselves on some hit lists of some kind.
Especially the royal family. We've
100%.
outed too many of their secrets.
The next time either of us tries to go to the UK, we're going to be there's going to be extra searches. Be aware. Just be aware.
Oh yeah, you want to joke about sniffing asses? Let's sniff your ass.
Oh, not again.
Nothing smells better than an ass after a 24-hour flight.
Well, I don't know.
All right. Well, and this next article is entitled "Oral Sex Sends Man Crashing into FedEx Truck." It opens with,
right.
It was a head-on collision, literally.
Oh, nice. Good. Yeah.
A distracted man receiving oral sex smashed directly into a FedEx truck in Fort Lauderdale Thursday night, injuring his groin.
Well, he would. Yeah. Yeah.
It would be better if he didn't. Imagine. Now that's a skill. If you can blow a man while he crashes the car and he not get injured, you, my dear, are a hero.
That's a keeper.
There's even photos of it with the guy after the crash. One of the victims can be seen lying on the ground with their pants around their ankles as officers tend to them.
Wait. One of the victims. I don't know if he can classify himself as a victim. He was getting head as he was driving along. He's just
Yeah, I mean, what a tragedy.
Still a pretty good day. Yeah,
He sustained an unspecified injury to his groin due to the circumstances of the crash. However, the SUV driver's penis was nearly bitten off, according to the Daily Mail.
Yeah, I was going to say unspecified injury, but we can pretty much guess what it was.
He just dislocated his back or his shoulder.
Pulled a hammy, He won't be playing for England for like at least 6 weeks.
I don't know. The Queen might like that. A freshly bitten penis might be the secret.
Now he's going to have to get a tattoo about it. Blow me in the car.
Yeah, this couple should absolutely go on there, and he should get like a man with a severed penis on her and say, "Look what you did."
Yeah, I mean, FedEx are getting some good advertising out of this,
Yeah, it's putting FedEx on the map. I mean, they should pay him.
Absolutely. Imagine explaining that to your insurance company. I need this surgery because of the crash. Well, what happened?
A thing happened.
It's actually not safe for work, so I can't tell you.
Well, it says in a more serious accident last June, a California construction worker was allegedly drunk, high, and receiving oral sex when he reportedly backed his pickup truck into a group of 3 patrons sitting outside a bar, killing one.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, a Florida couple made headlines in November after having oral sex in the back of a cop car with the woman yelling, "Fuck 5-0."
All right.
We've all been there.
I mean, it sounds like I've been missing out in the car.
I'm just a good driver.
Well, let's just assume that's correct.
Now we've covered before how there are chaos in all different airports and whatever, but in the UK they've been hit with heavy chaos this week, and the Sun claims that Jet2 boss Steve Heapy made explosive comments in talks this week. The newspaper cited rumors claiming that Mr. Heapy blamed lazy Brits who live off benefits and sit on their asses for the disruption. Now, Jet2 obviously say that these are not the views of the company or the boss himself.
Well, why do you say it then? Would he just make up some random bullshit and be like, Yeah, I don't believe it, but here I'm gonna say
It also kind of has no real corresponding with anything. Like,
yeah,
what relevance does lazy Brits, even if there were lazy Brits living off benefits, all deciding to get on planes, which would also contradict sitting on their ass. But if they all decided, let's say that every lazy Brit decided to get who lives on benefits, decided to get off their ass and take a flight.
I've lost volume with you. Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? I can hear me. What?
No sound.
There's no sound. How are you talking to me then? Nothing. Okay, now I've lost sound from you.
You're back. Oh shit.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. Let me see. Just check. Yeah. All right. It seems to be good. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, you just dropped out completely. But
it could have been this one.
Yeah,
bloody lazy Brit.
What did you call it?
But yeah, like it doesn't even make sense. Like it contradicts itself, and also like even if they were lazy Brits living off benefits, which let's face it, they all are, especially that arse sniffer. I mean, you couldn't get someone who lives more off benefits.
It's true. It's true. Public handouts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I mean, yeah, but I just love that, like, oh, the company come out and be like, that's not the view of the company, or the guy who said it publicly.
We didn't say it publicly. There's rumors that he said it.
I'm gonna say he fucking said it. So yeah. I'm just gonna put blame on him right there. He fucking said it, and that's what he thinks. So, you know, pretty damning for him, because he's probably a lazy Brit himself. So there you go.
Yeah, I say that regardless of whether he said it, he's a lazy Brit who doesn't get off his ass.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, literally, while he's driving.
All right, whatever floats the boat.
All right. Well, what do you share in common with Kim Kardashian?
The big tits.
Other than that.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. Just our Instagram followers. I have like 15. She has 15 million.
I think way more than that, actually.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Well, she says that she only wanted to date Pete Davidson at the start because of hearing of his big dick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she was DTF with him. So now you've told me that multiple times yourself.
I mean, you know, it's all good. It's all good. You gotta live it up.
I believe that was what you were saying when your mic dropped out before.
It's exactly what I said. Just to test if you could hear me or not.
No. Yeah, it's microphone test 1 2. I am DTF with Pete Davidson. Been saying it for years.
Just every time a mic goes down, it's like my go-to phrase.
It would be good to actually just use that randomly, and like if you're a roadie for like, I don't know, especially like some big band, and just go out on stage at a massive arena, and next time you two are playing, microphone test 1 2, Pete Davidson has a massive dick that I want to suck. All right, can you hear me?
And then just pretend nothing happened. Just deny. It's like, what did you say? What? I said 1 2, test it.
Why? What did you hear? You think you heard something else? And do it every single time.
Yeah.
Well, this next story, a man in a relationship with his car details incredible sex and shares his favorite move.
Nice. All right. Sweet.
So Nathaniel from Arkansas in the US lifted the lid on his love life. They always have to put in like these lines like that, lifted his lid and head on and all this stuff. Anyway, his love life with his vehicle Chase, a red 1998 Chevy Monte Carlo. The 27-year-old believes it was love at first sight for the car, of course, not him. He took some while to get to know it. When he discovered the Hot Wheels at a dealership in 2005, he described an instant spark between him and the car before things became intimate, with the pair having favorite sex positions. The customer service technician revealed his relationship as part of a documentary. And I don't know why, he said, I don't know why I feel the way I do, but I just know I absolutely love Chase. We always have a good time together. We have our times where things get sexual. And they even have clips of him kissing the bonnet and such. What we do most often is I like to lean over his fender. It's a he as well. And I mean, that's crossing the line for me. Homosexuality is where I draw the line. You can have sex with a car, but it better not be a homosexual relationship.
I mean, I don't know.
It's ruining the sanctity of marriage with this.
I'm personally, I feel like it's not his biggest issue. But
it's like number 6. Yeah.
yeah. So he fell in love with his car. He has sex with his car.
I mean, I think we just need to go into a little bit more detail of the sex. So I like to lean over his fender and across his hood and do little things like that. I like to kind of press up against him and rub against him like that. One of his more bold positions is for me to be, now, one of his more bold positions, this is the guy talking about the car, is for me to be underneath him. He really likes that. He being the car really likes that. It's special to make love to Chase.
So just lying underneath the car. I mean, I mean, I don't really want to know, but like, also, how does he know it's his favorite thing?
Like, well, they talk. Come on. Show some maturity.
No. You know, it's just I don't understand this because I've never been attracted to my car. I like my car.
That's because your car is female, and
true. It's true. It is. I feel, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it.
The car. They even have a favorite song. "Can't Fight This Feeling" by REO Speedwagon.
Okay, when REO Speedwagon wrote that song,
they were thinking about gay car sex. And not two men having sex in a car, which would be fine, but a car that is male and a man that is male having sex.
I mean, they did not think that, did not cross their mind. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, it did.
Well, let's find out. We'll just get Dave Amato has to guest on the podcast next time, and we'll find out. We'll ask him, what was that song about, Dave?
Now, we've heard rumors that even REO Speedwagon. Maybe the name of the band is in reference to a speedy car.
I never even thought of that. That could be true. Oh shit.
Every song they've ever written is about car sex.
So this dude voluntarily took part in a documentary where he revealed.
Well, he wanted to showcase his love.
Okay. With his 1998 Monte Carlo or something, was it?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
True love. Right.
I mean, fine, but you know, what happens when he has to take his car to
now, how can you say that this song is not about car and man love when it says "you give my life direction"? As if that isn't a reference to car sex.
I mean, I feel like it's not.
What started out as a friendship is growing stronger.
So good.
They even tried to throw people off by saying it's time to bring this ship into the shore.
See, it's about ships.
No. And throw away the oars forever because we're replacing ships with cars, obviously.
Okay.
See, I've been running around in circles.
I feel like we might end up getting a cease and desist letter.
Because you take me to places that alone I'd never find. Now, how does that not describe a car?
I have to admit, it's sounding more and more plausible. Oh, my whole music collection is going to be just never the same.
You're never going to hear that song the same again. Once you know.
Never.
And what was the name of the album that it's from?
I don't know.
Wheels Are Turning.
Jesus.
Now you tell me that album ain't a...
It's all coming together. Fuck. That is crazy. We've just uncovered a new conspiracy again. It's like the fourth one today alone.
Yeah. That's what we do here. We open your mind to what is out there. What's been hiding beneath you your whole life. You've been listening and you're, I can't fight this feeling anymore. And not ever realize that it's about a man ejaculating inside of a car.
Anyway,
A male car.
We may end up having to rebrand this podcast.
What? The podcast is now going to be about man on man. Man on male like, car love.
I feel like we're gonna get some letters about this one.
Letters of praise. We're fixing people's lives.
Absolutely. Does this guy ever let anyone else, like, you know, take a trip in the car, go for a ride, you know?
Swinging? Are you insane?
I mean, he's not like having sex with the car in like a threesome situation if he's bringing someone to the train station or something. I don't know. Or how does he feel if he gets in someone else's car? Is he like, oh, feel dirty?
Then the car like is all upset and
won't turn on for him in the morning.
Yeah, the car won't put out, and the car all of a sudden starts having headaches and
you know what you did.
I'm fine. And what happens like on the I guess it's a male car, so they don't have to worry about like that time of the month.
Yeah, probably not.
What about your car since it's female? How does it hold up on that time of the month?
So it's all good. She's got her shit together. So, you know, just give her space. Chocolate. It's all
good. Imagine someone asked you for a lift and you're like, I'm sorry, I can't. My car's here at that time of the month. Maybe tomorrow. Should be done in a couple of days, I guess.
She's at that time where she's gonna be pissed off no matter what we say. So just fucking be cool, all right?
And don't talk about what we did last week driving around in those rental cars. I know we went to the theme park and we went on Dodgem cars and whatnot, but you cannot let my car know that.
No, that has to be secret.
Yeah. So okay, so 4 unromantic words men often say after straight sex. Can you guess what they are?
That's 5. Make me a sandwich.
Nope, that's not quite.
That was good. I was awesome.
3.
Yeah, true.
That was good,
true.
Bob.
Yeah, I was really awesome. That was really good.
Wrong hole. I don't know.
Yet again. So, I mean, this maybe I'm going home. White's angry.
Yeah. You are quite loose, or you are loose today.
That was fucking awful.
Well, according to a dating website, Illicit Encounters, blokes often say, "I've got to go."
Yeah, I've got to go. For sure.
They also enjoy asking questions like, "When can we do that again?" And "Did you have an orgasm?" Meanwhile, ladies give the strict instructions, "Don't fall asleep," and "Where's my phone?"
Hey, it could be worse. It could be paying cash or credit.
Could be my engine light still on.
Hey, who are you?
You seem smaller than last time.
Just thinking some really awful things like, hey, look, you're awake.
How long have you been there?
Oh, that was disappointing. All these all super cool romantic things that you would say.
Yeah. Well, this next man doesn't have to worry about that because a museum has defended allowing a man in lingerie to play with Lego at a kids event.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. So
yeah, what's their problem?
This isn't even a news story, man. Come on, this is like Saturday afternoon.
Photos emerged of a man wearing revealing fishnet stockings, pink boots, and women's underwear surrounded by children at a Nights at the Museum event back in April. The Australian Museum, situated in Sydney, has spoken out in defense, stating that they were offering a safe place where everyone feels welcome.
Yeah, there you go. Everyone is welcome, even people who wear lingerie to Lego parties.
For kids.
Yeah, it's just an outfit. Just get used to it. I mean, people wear all kinds of clothes. There you go. Like sexy lingerie is just one option you have.
And people even reported it to the security there and everything.
I'm guessing they didn't run this safe space event too many times. Just this once.
Yeah, probably after that they're like, we better not.
Maybe have some restrictions on this one.
Yeah. Well, people have been left in stitches as the most British memorial plaque ever was seen on a bench. What do you think it said?
Let's see, something like John hated this park, something like that.
Well, I would have gone with the Queen selects the English team based on sniffing men's ass.
Maybe we can get that on a plaque somewhere. Maybe, I mean,
now that's our t-shirt.
Order now before they're unavailable.
That's what the 3 lions refer to.
Interestingly, that makes sense.
However, this particular metal sign has been branded the most British plaque ever after its hilarious engraving. It reads, "In loving memory of Hugh Davies, who used to sit here and shout, he used to sit here and shout "fuck off" at the seagulls.
Yeah, fuck off, seagulls. Damn it. That's pretty cool.
And then sadly, we have a follow-up to that story where rude plaque dedicated to a man who hated seagulls removed by council killjoys.
Fuckers.
Because it actually said "fuck off." It wasn't even censored.
But you know, that's fine. You know, you hear language all the time by people walking around and saying "fuck off" to the seagulls. So it's not right. They should put it back. Fucking censorship.
So yeah, the council took it down and confirmed that they were not previously aware of the plaque before it had been garnered attention online, and added that the site was being inspected with any appropriate action taken.
Killjoys.
Yeah. I reckon someone else should get someone should go to that council and yell "fuck off" at them every day. And then someone should get a plaque in their memorial for them.
Someone should just get like 100 of these plaques made that say the exact same thing. And then when they remove it, just go and put it back. Like they're like, where the fuck are these coming from? Eventually they'll give up. Like,
well, the best part is the end of this story is basically no one actually knows who this guy was or if it's even true, and someone might have just created a park bench.
Nice.
In honor of I'd like to make that as a tombstone, and just you put the tombstone there and just be like, in honor of John Humphreys, who used to hump his car every day.
Just, I think a tombstone one should just be a list of people you fucking hated. Just like, here lies Dave. Here's all the fuckers he hated.
Fuck you, Judy. I cheated on you, whatever.
Your sister was better in bed than you are.
Or you donate the tombstone to someone and be like, third best hole in the family. Here lies Judy, blah blah blah. Third best hole in the family.
Poor Judy.
Well, finally, we come to a lovely story. Someone's written into a thing called Just Jane, and it says, the title is, "My boyfriend's so proud of his penis, he keeps whipping it out at family dues."
Yes.
"My boyfriend is an unapologetic flasher. If he can get his pecker out, he will. It doesn't matter if we're among friends or at a family event. At some point in the proceedings, he'll drop his kegs. I used to think this was funny. I'd howl with laughter anytime he shocked another elderly aunt or complete stranger. But I've recently stopped drinking due to a health scare and have started to find him mildly embarrassing. I get why several friends have drifted away and why a number of relatives no longer speak to us, because my guy can be boorish and a little overwhelming. He is extremely proud of his manhood and has a big personality to match. One party piece involves unzipping his fly, pulling his trouser pockets out to perform the elephant. He recently did it around the pool at my boss's spring barbecue. His wife was not amused. My guy just about got away with it by claiming that he was indulging in testicle tanning, which he'd luckily read up upon. The idea is that if a guy flashes his bits to the sun, the rays boost testosterone, increasing libido and improve his looks. My boss begrudgingly accepted this explanation, but was not amused, and I'm fearful for my job if redundancies are announced. I believe that people should be allowed to express themselves any way they fancy, but how can I get my guy to rein it in? I don't think this is the climate to which to indulge such practices?
Well, we've all been there, just whipping out your junk and being like, how do you like that, Aunt Sally?
At a
like dancing
funeral.
around pool. Yeah, it's got to be done. It's got to lighten the mood somehow.
At Aunt Sally's funeral, while she was lying there and in front of everyone, going up to the casket and being like teabagging Aunt Sally.
I mean, look, if you're proud of what you got and you want to show everyone, you got to just make sure as many people as possible get a view. So, it's a good time. There's a captive audience.
I think you need to leave your job, because if your boss is not down with your guy pulling his dick out at work,
It's jealousy. It's just jealousy. That's all it is.
I think you need to call your boss out on having a small penis, because
yeah, definitely. Definitely. Be like, just because you've got a 2-incher, pal. All right. Don't be jealous of the 4-inch guy over there with your 2-inch little stub, okay? Yeah.
That's how you get promoted.
It is. Showing some testicular fortitude, so to speak.
Yeah. And when they turn to you and ask, and what have you delivered that requires a pay rise? You say, how about these nuts?
Yeah. I feel like, that's an appropriate thing to do at a work event anyway. And, just because someone's wife was like upset that she's not getting some of that. That's all it is.
Jealousy. Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, I don't think you can lose your job for your boyfriend whipping his dick out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can.
Legally,
they can't give that as the reason, but I'm pretty sure they'll be like, okay, how do we get rid of you? Because
just take a record of everything. Be like, no, it's because he took his dick out at the pool. That's what
I would love that if you went to you fought your dismissal as being unfair and illegal because you said it's simply because my husband pulled his penis out at a company event and not because of my performance.
Yeah, my performance was top notch. No way.
My performance was average, but it was good enough and average.
Better than fucking Jim down in accounts. He does fucking nothing.
And he's got a small penis.
Yeah. Company full of small penises. God damn it. These things are bound to come out at some point.
They are.
Can't keep them in.
It linked at the end to one of the other articles that I really wanted to bring up, which I just, Anyway, so this will be the final article. So I said that before, but this is too good to miss.
This is the final one.
Yeah. This is the bonus.
Okay, cool.
Now, this is another one where they've written in. Now, this is, my fellow refuses to give up sex workers. And can you guess the reason why?
Because he likes them.
No, this is a very caring and thoughtful reason.
Oh, okay. Because he's supporting their children? I don't know.
Well, I mean, kinda. It says, as they'll struggle with the cost of living crisis.
Oh, what a sweet young man.
My boyfriend is still using sex workers after promising to stop. 3 nights ago, I caught him creeping out of a notorious local house. I'd begun to suspect that he was cheating on me again because he was being vague and acting strangely. He said I had no right to follow him around and called me unresponsible. He is being ridiculous. Now, he's admitted that giving up his 2 mature ladies of the night isn't easy as they rely on him for their income. Apparently, he can't just cut them off because they have bills to pay as they're struggling with the cost of living crisis. He said, moving on will need to be a gradual process. I feel as though I'm losing my mind here. How can I contemplate a future with this man when he's got an answer for everything?
I mean, it's a good question.
I don't know. I think you're a bit ungrateful. What a loving and caring man that you're trying to date here, who just needs to take his time to ensure that these ladies of the night, mature ladies of the night, as it's described.
I mean, they might be ladies of the late afternoon as well, if they're that old.
Or the early morning.
Yeah. Mid-morning. Ladies of the mid-morning. That sounds like a perfect TV show for MTV.
I want to know how mature they are. 70s, 80s, what?
26.
Imagine they're both 18.
I mean, you know, she's very mature. She, you know, reads all the time, has listens to classical music, has traveled the world. More mature than I am with my fart jokes and the dick jokes.
Well, she can't be that mature if she hasn't established herself enough to deal with the cost of living crisis.
I mean, what she needs is some business help to get more clients.
Yes.
So
and
promote that.
I need to become her pimp so that I can better assist.
Yeah. That's what he needs to do. He needs to be like, I'm not using the sex worker. I'm helping her business grow.
Yeah.
By paying her for her services.
I'm not going to the local house. I'm driving and crashing into a FedEx truck and having my cock bitten off with a mature lady of the night, early hours of the morning.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's a reasonable thing for him to do. There you go. You know, helping a local business is admirable in so many ways. Helping a small business. There you go.
Yeah, look, I think it's very important that all women understand that when your partner is seeing multiple prostitutes on the regular, they can't just stop. And they need to slowly do it because you need to take into account the well-being and financial care of that lady of the evening.
People never talk about that. They just look at the negatives and the other, like their own feelings. But like, what about the income?
Yeah. And like, yeah, what if I am cheating on you, but you know, my mistress has feelings too, and she needs to be weaned off my massive penis. So, and, you know,
I mean, more likely she has bills she needs to pay. And
that I do not even contribute to because I am a shit person anyway.
Yeah, look, it's one of those. I think everyone needs to just chill out and realize that it's a, you know, everyone says support local business, and that's what he's doing. It's just it's an old lady selling her ass.
Yeah.
So,
and look, do I need to buy 10 of her panties every week? Yes. And you know what? Maybe next month I'll only buy 9 a week. But until I get to that point, we can't go to any rash decisions here.
So no, I feel like we've come up with the appropriate response that the gentleman should have. That's what I feel we've done here.
Yeah, I feel like we should always allow people to send in questions.
Yes.
And encourage people anyone who wants to send in questions, we'll give you valuable answers.
Yeah, we'll save your life.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Life-saving advice from us.
Yeah, I mean, look, basically, prostitutes are like heroin. You can't just stop. You need to wean off it. And you need like medical help to do that. Like you can't, if you stop heroin, your body actually withdraws and it can actually kill you. So much like that, prostitutes also need to be weaned off.
Absolutely.
Going cold turkey is not safe.
It's not. It's one
same with cheating. Like all these people are like, oh, you're cheating on me. You need to stop. No, you need to wean off it slowly, carefully and effectively. That's why you need to replace your mistress with someone else to also cheat on them with at a slower pace, gradually. And after maybe a year, then you can stop cheating.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, it works every time. Yeah.
So
somewhere there it says it.
Yeah. So, that's fine.
How do you think that the Queen and whatever the other guy's name was had such a successful marriage?
Well, you know, that's an interesting. Apparently, rocking horses are a royal thing. So who knows? Who knows?
Your own toilet. Look,
yeah,
that's actually how you avoid getting stabbed in the toilet with a broken toilet seat is bring your own, and then they can't break it off.
Exactly. Fucking smart right there.
Yeah. Well, on that note, until next week, may you be stabbed with a toilet seat or have your penis bitten off while you're driving and smashed into a FedEx truck, or have royalty sniff your ass.
I'm not sure which of those is the best option.
Weaning off prostitutes is probably the better option.
Well, all right. Well, I hope you have a good week too. But
thank you.
You know, just I hope all of those things happen for you, to be honest. You know.
Why wean off prostitutes?
I mean, all the things. Just all the things, you know. Get all the goodness back to your life. That's all.
Thank you. I wish negativity and
hey, what the fuck?
Excess of prostitutes to you. I wish that the cost of living crisis affects all the prostitutes in your life, and you are forced to spend excess time with all of them.
That is disappointing, but it's also not unexpected, so it's fine. All right, man. Well, I guess we got more crazy stuff coming next week. So,
yeah. I mean, I've got actually a list of like so many, because each week I'm banking more and more. So the list just gets longer and longer.
But you said banking, right? Not
banking, all of it.
Wanking more, coming up with stories. Fuck it.
Wanking to the stories.
I expected that. Yeah, I thought that was just part of the process. But all good, man. Well, listen, I got to actually run, but yeah, thanks for doing it, and I'll catch you again next week. We'll do it all again.
Yep. Speak to them.
Sweet, man. Take it easy.
See ya.